Jai Sri Swaminarayan, SSGM English Medium CBSE School run by Sri Sajanand Gurukul Mankua heartily welcomes you to online platform. So friends, we have till now completed 3 parts of chapter wind, storms and cyclone, and we have discussed about cyclone, what is cyclone, how it is formed, wind, what is wind, what are the effects of wind, and what are the destruction caused by this. So many things we have already covered this in last 3 parts. So today is this our last parts, and we will talk about tornadoes. Last time we have discussed about hurricane and typhoon. These are the different names of cyclone. So we will consider now tornadoes. In our country they are not very frequent. A tornado is a dark funnel shaped cloud that reaches from the sky to the ground. So tornadoes are not frequent. Frequent means they are not regularly coming. So it takes times, 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, or maybe it may be even 2 times in a year also. So these are not frequent, means their time is not fixed. So it is a tornado is a dark funnel shaped cloud. It is a dark funnel shaped cloud. Funnel shape means this. This is a funnel like structure. So funnel shaped cloud that reaches from the sky to the ground, which is from sky to the ground. So it is a funnel like structure of clouds which reaches from sky to the ground. Most of the tornadoes are weak. A violent tornado can travel at a speed of about 300 km per hour. So generally this type of tornadoes are weak in nature. Their speeds may not be high, but a violent means whose speed is high, it may reach up to 300 km per hour. Just imagine the image speed, that is 300 km per hour, how destructive it may be. Tornadoes may form within cyclones. So this type of cyclone, tornadoes form from the cyclones. The whole coastline of India is vulnerable to cyclones. Vulnerable means they may be effect to the cyclones. Vulnerable, that coastline area means the areas near the seashore which are always vulnerable to cyclones. Vulnerable, they may be affected with the cyclones, particularly the east coast. The west coast of India is less vulnerable to cyclonic storms, both in terms of intensity and frequency of the cyclones. So they told that they are saying that the east region of the coastline is more vulnerable than the west. West means Gujarat, that Mumbai area is less affected rather than the east side area, that is West Bengal, Bihar, that area is highly affected with the cyclones. So 8.7 effective safety measures. So what effective measures, safety measures we should take during this situation? A cyclone forecast and warning service. So cyclone forecast and warning service means we will listen what the forecast means which tell earlier than actually happening. So weather reporting, by seeing weather reporting they forecast what will happen. So we will consider these services and warnings. Rapid communication of warnings to the government agencies, the ports, fishermen, ships and to the general public. The warnings which are provided by the forecast agency or some weathering reports should be given to the fishermen, coastline people and other agencies and also to the public. Third is construction of cyclone shelters in the cyclone prone areas and the administrative arrangements for moving people fast to safer places. So shelter places should be made and also arrangement for the people to move fast from that affected area should be done. These are the safety measures we can take during the cyclones. So actions on the part of the people. So we should not ignore the warnings issued by the meteorological department through TV, radio or newspaper. So they are saying that action on the part of the people. So what action should be taken by the people? Okay. So in such cases people ignore such conditions, whatever it may be. So we should not do, or what we should do in such cases they are saying. So first is, we should not ignore the warning issued by the meteorological department through TV, radio or newspaper. So generally in such cases, whenever cyclone take place, so that meteorological department forecasted means they already say before 1 week or 2 weeks that there will be a cyclone in this region, by reading the nature of wind, temperature, pressure, all this data collecting, and then they forecast what and when, what kind of cyclone will take place and when it will take place. So observing this data, they release warnings. So we should not ignore these warnings, and such type of warnings are generally issued on TV, radio and newspaper. So we will now, today's moving era, that is fast technology world, we can get data 1 week before that when cyclone will take place. Earlier this facility was not there, but in today's generation technological world, we can get the warnings before they actually happen. So we can take effective measures and we will run or go to some safer places. So we should not ever ignore the warnings. Second is, we should, that what we should, this first thing we should not do, that we should not ignore warning, and second is, we should, what we should, make necessary arrangements to shift the essential household goods, domestic animals and vehicles etc. to safer places. Make necessary arrangements. So if we get warnings earlier, so we should make arrangements to move or to take the essential goods which are very necessary for our livelihoods. Then animals means domestic animals, and other vehicles to the safer places. So all these things to take to the safer places when we get warning. Avoid driving on roads through standing water, as floods may have damaged the roads, and keep ready the phone numbers of all emergency services like police, fire brigade and medical centers. So in such a situation, we should not drive on the open roads. Open roads, if we go on open roads, the road may be broken by flood or water. So we will hurt by the road, or we will also move in water sideways also. So in such condition, we should not move on open road or standing water. Whenever there is water standing, we should not drive in that water. And also we should keep the phone numbers of emergency like police, fire brigade and some medical centers. In such situations, we should always keep ready with the phone numbers of such institutions or organizations. Some other precautions if you are staying in a cyclone hit area. So some other precaution, what other precaution we can take if we are lying in the cyclone hit area? Do not drink water that could be contaminated. Always store drinking water for emergencies. So they are saying that do not ever water which is contaminated. Contaminated means which is not good. It is 1 week earlier water, or which is mixed with soil or some dirt. So that contaminated we should not consume, but we should take some fresh water for essential need. Second is, do not touch wet switches and fallen power lines. Also we should not touch the fallen wet switches. It may be reach to shock, or fallen lines of wire. They make live wire, they may be live wire, and they may get shocked, and it may lead to fatality, also lead to death. Third is, do not go out just for the sake of fun. In such situations, many people went out to see what is the weather, what is condition. So in such situation, we should not roam around the outside the house. It may affect us also. Do not pressurize the rescue force by making undue demands. Few people have a habit to make unnecessary demands. So in such situation, we should not make unnecessary demands that we will not eat this, we will not wear this type of clothes. So this type of unnecessary demand should not be done at such situations. Cooperate and help your neighbors and friends. So we should cooperate. Cooperate means we should adjust whatever condition it is, with friends, with organizations, with other teams, saving teams, that is. So 8.8, advanced technology has helped. These days we are better protected. In the early part of the last century, coastal residents may have had less than a day to prepare or evacuate their homes from an oncoming cyclones. So they are saying that nowadays we are better protected. How we are protected? Recently you have seen that in Kerala hit by a cyclone, but 1 week earlier we know that the cyclone will hit the Kerala. So we have taken already upcoming measures for it. So we evacuate the whole city or area before it actually takes place. But in they said early part of the last century, coastal residents may have had less than 1 day to prepare or evacuate their home from an oncoming cyclone. So in early century, people do not have much enough time. They have less than 1 day to evacuate or to move from their places and to take such goods and animals. It is very tough or tedious work. So the world today is very different. Thanks to satellite and radars, a cyclone alert or cyclone watch is issued 48 hours in advance of any expected storms, and a cyclone warning is issued 24 hours in advance. So due to help of satellite and radars, we will inform 48 hours, 24 hours before the actual cyclone take place. So we get 48 hours, it means almost 2 days before we know that how and what time of cyclone will take place. So we can easily evacuate or move from with essential goods, animals and other things to other places, and we can evacuate the area. So the message is broadcast every hour or half hour when a cyclone is nearer the coast. So such messages of cyclone is forecasted every hour and every half an hour. So people come to know about it and they can easily evacuate the place as soon as possible. Several national and international organizations cooperate to monitor the cyclone related disasters. So in such condition where many national and international organizations cooperate with each other and they forecast what kind of cyclone and when cyclone will take place, so people get evacuated from their area. So this will take place and many organizations help in such situation. So this is the last part of our chapter 8, that is wind, storm and cyclone. So here we complete the chapter and fourth part of this chapter. Thank you. Jai Sri Swaminarayan.